Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. So today we are going to learn types of SAP projects. Okay, so whenever we get projects, okay, like we need to understand what project we are going to take up. So there are multiple types of projects are there. So what exactly the things to be considered, whether you want to like after interview, so you may ask these questions to your manager or whosoever do interview. So either TL you can ask them, or if you deploy to any other project, let's say suppose you are in a bench, okay, and they will be calling and they will be explaining some, so we are looking for a team, resources for support project. So they will not say anything, they will just consider you, okay. So and once you enter the like project, you can ask, so what and all questions you should ask, that I'm gonna discuss today now. And also, so like what is the use, like there are multiple types of projects are there, so what you will learn from them, and which is very priority, and you will understand a clear picture today. So in SAP Security, these many projects you will be deployed one of them. And one thing is, if you work all of these types of projects, you will become a pro instead of creating a role creator. So you will be, you will become a pro consultant. I can say pro security consultant or authorization consultant. So you will get a n number of opportunities if you work all these kind of projects. So that's what my suggestion to you guys. So whenever you work, let's say now you are working in support, okay, so work for at least 1.5 year, 2 years, that's enough. Is this is my opinion. So try for any other like different type of project, try in implementation projects, all of that. There are multiple types of project which we'll discuss now. So if you have an exposure, so your growth will be more, and your the profile will be more, it gets more weightage. That's what I'm telling. So that's the reason. So try to work on the all kind of projects, whatever you get. And before you selecting any project, you need to understand whether what I'm going to learn in this project, and what is the learning. Any complete, is it a completely customized process, or it is a dependent client, independent client. Hope you know about this. So we'll discuss further, okay, going forward. And we should understand like what exactly the pure SAP work and what is the customization work. So most of the companies, they will be they will not follow a completely SAP process. They will be having some different customization process. So be like throughout your, like let's say, so support, so in throughout your support career, so the basic like SAP work will be more like 20 to 30%. Also there are chances, and some companies they are using only lock unlock, user lock unlock and password reset. That's all that give a work to you. Rest and all, it's completely customized, everything will be created in the back end. So your learning is completely nil over there, okay. You need to learn some other customization process. There is no use at all, nobody will be using. Again, it's a no, depends on companies, okay. They will be using whatever they want, okay. So the SAP work, pure core SAP security work will be very less. So my suggestion, don't stay in that kind of companies, okay. So try to come out and try for any other, which is corely like core based SAP security projects. Okay, so this is the very, very important things which you need to keep it in your mind. Okay, let's move on to the slide. So here we can see there are multiple types. We'll discuss one by one. First one is implementation project. What is implementation? So implementation is something we are implementing either from scratch, either from existing. Something we are implementing. This is called implementation project. Okay. So again, we this is two types of projects. Okay. So something like if you are setting up from scratch, okay, so they don't have nothing, okay, so everything you need to build. See, some people, how can I say example, um like Maruti Suzuki. Let's take Maruti Suzuki, okay. So Maruti Suzuki, hope you know, they have a multiple branches all over the world also, and they have a huge business, huge branches everywhere. There are a lot of manufacture, car manufacturing. There are, about there are multiple cars are there in Maruti Suzuki. So let's say they want to, they will be using some other ERP. Now they want to go for SAP. So at the time where the implementations, comes into picture. So now they want to set up from scratch. They don't know anything. What is SAP? Okay, everything we need to guide them. There are multiple teams out there. So we need to build the system. Okay, so that's the thing where SAP, we need to build from scratch. So here what will happen, like we design the rules, manage authorization, like the authorization in the sense that also we'll discuss, like who, what is their roles and responsibility. Let's suppose salesperson and purchase person and product manager, production manager. Salesperson, what is his job? To sell the car. How many cars I need to sell? What is the stock we have? And when the stock gonna come? All of this you will be having nowadays. You want that only authorization. That is called authorization. He cannot do other things like purchasing car from no stock. All of that he cannot do that. Stock people will be there. They will purchase the car. All I mean the products. All of that they will be discussing. They want that respective roles. So like we will decide that every company will be decided what roles we need to give to the this respective person. That is where authorization comes into picture. So that only the authorization we have to give, no other authorizations we should give, something like that. Okay, so here I will explain from beginning. Okay, like see, the moment you say SAP implementation project, you need to understand there will be two types of projects. One is greenfield, one is brownfield. So what is greenfield? Greenfield, as I told, you are setting up from scratch. They don't have SAP at all in their company. You are setting up from scratch. So you are like it is a completely new customer. He is a new customer for SAP. So that's where comes into picture in the greenfield from scratch. Okay. So the another one is brownfield. So here what will happen? So they have already few systems. They are just upgrading. Okay, they have like ECC. As you know, ECC is a older version. Now advanced version is ECC. So S4 HANA. So they are moving to like migrating to one system to like let's say iPhone 20 is there. Okay, version. Now they are moving to 21 upgrade like that. It's called something like completely new system. Like no, sorry, it was now a bad example. Say as so now let's say iPhone, I think 14 or 15 is there now. So 14, okay. So 14 is there. So now you are moving to 15. Something it's a again say if you 14 and 15 both are same, both company, correct? Company is Apple only, but the design is completely different. The camera angle will be different. The camera exposure and there are multiple look and feel. Everything will be designed if you compare to 15. Something like that. New system, new phone 14 iPhone 14 and iPhone 15, you know the differences, something like that. So the completely the design, everything will be options, performance, everything will be changed. So something like that that we call brownfield. So in this two field, greenfield and brownfield, you need to understand the project type. So they will be following two types of things like one is agile methodology and waterfall methodology. So agile methodology and waterfall methodology. See here, the requirements will be giving in at once. Okay. So somewhere in implementation project, they will give in one shot all the requirements. So this is what man. So I want this, and this many functional teams unit ready, and this many branches we are expanding. Everything will give in one shot. So you can go and you can start implementing in a flow. Okay, that is where somewhere it comes into waterfall method. Agile methodology is something in between. Okay, in between they will be keep on adding the requirements. Okay man, I want these changes. In between they will come, hey man, I want these changes. In between something like that will keep on coming. So this is where the types of projects, the methodology is required important. This we need to understand. Okay, so this is very important thing. And we have hybrid things. I never worked on this, like it's a mix of both parallel implementation and balance innovation reuse. Okay, so it's a combination of greenfield and brownfield. Okay, so this is a mixture of both. Okay, sometimes we get this kind of projects also. And important things to ask, the moment you say if anybody says okay, we have been hiring for implementation project, what questions you have to ask? Okay, the first question is you need to ask duration of project. Okay, so what is the duration of project? So usually the project will be 10 months, 11 months, 12 months. It depends on their requirement. They will setting at least 1 year, 10 months, 11 months. So it's definitely required, not less than that. Okay. And the one more thing, one more very important question. Is it started? The project is already started or what phase it is in now? Okay. Either it is in started or cutover phase, or CG preparation, what exactly the build phase or UAT testing, what exactly this step by steps we will discuss going further. Okay. So how implementation project from scratch to beginning, like sorry, from scratch to end. So like how they will gonna start all of that. There will be a lot of things will be there. Okay. Like FTT sessions will be there and CG preparation will be requirement gathering. All of this will be happen, and then they will start creating they start building the roles, all of that, user IDs, and that we'll be discussing going further. Okay, so these things very important that you need to ask what is the current phase and when is the go live. So this thing we need to ask. So duration of project you will get to know, and so that you will get a clear picture. Okay, build phase is complete. Okay, now we hand over, so the testing part will start. So where are we? All of that you need to discuss. And which country it is presently it is in implemented, and what are the future countries we are going to expand, and what is the plan to expand? What is the duration of that? So, and all of this you need to discuss, and also how many team members are there in SAP security. Security team, how many members are there? So usually this implementation project will be sometime you will have to handle in single-handedly. Some people will expect two, three members, sometimes two people, sometimes four, five. Depends on their requirement. They'll be giving the resources, and also you need to understand the basic things like total number of users, how many, and total teams. What are the teams we have? Who is our manager? And where is the client headquarters, who is the CEO, all of that, these basic things you should know. Okay, so who is the IT company CEO, all of that you should understand. So these very very important things which we need to understand regarding SAP implementation projects. Okay, let's move on to the another type of project. We have support project. Support. So this has a so many plenty option and so many projects. So most of the time you will be hired for this support only, right? So everybody will be supporting the implementation. Projects getting it very difficult, and if you are lucky, you will get. Otherwise, support projects are more because already there are a lot of golden customers. We have SAP customers. There are so many n number of people are using SAP. They want resources, security resources, and you will be having a lot of opportunities. So here, what do you do actually? So here, the moment you enter, like see, support in the sense already SAP they are using. Okay, let's say SAP is already installed in for some Maruti Suzuki company. So now you will need to be take care of the administration, security administration work. Suppose there are existing users will be there, and the new joiners will be coming, new IDs. For them, existing ID, what you have to do? You have to create a user, you have to give a role, and if you want any additional access, you have to give this kind of authorization work, like administration work. Okay, so these things you will be handling, and also if they are facing any issues, authorization issues, they will come to you, they will raise a ticket. All of that will be coming to this. So based on the company policies and compliances, you need to give access for them. Okay, everything will be designed. Okay, you don't need to worry bother about that. So suppose if you want to create an user, so you will get a reference ID. Already existing company user will be there. You need to follow same as it is. Okay, if any changes they want required additionally, they will tell you. Everything will be mentioned in the ticket. You don't need to worry about anything. Just open the ticket, understand the description clearly what they are expecting, and start taking the approvals. Okay, approvals are very very important. After taking approvals, you can start implementing. I mean, start working on that ticket. So the main thing we need to, the moment you hire for SAP support project, you need to ask a few questions. What is that? So what systems I am supporting here? Like what are the systems do we have? Okay, this question is very very important. Like so every system like ECC or S4HANA or GRC, or we have a BW, BI, BTP. What project you are using? What support you are expecting? Can I expect? What is the learning? Okay, all of this you can discuss. And also, which is the ticketing tool we are using? There are multiple ticketing tools. Jira is there, ServiceNow is there. There are multiple. That also we'll discuss types of ticketing tools and what kind of tickets we get. So this is very important. Yeah. So what kind of tickets? As I told in the beginning, SAP security is not about most of the companies will follow 50-50 or 60-70, 60-40, 80-20 also. What it means is like they will be following purely 50% of SAP work, like creating users, all of that. It's a pure SAP, and 50% is completely customized. That customization work only remains to that but respective company. If you carry that experience, it will not work for some other company for sure. So you need to understand so how much SAP work, what kind of SAP work, is there any customization work here, and what kind of tickets we get. These things you need to ask. Very very important. So ask like what kind of tickets, how many, like out of 10, what kind of tickets, can you give me the ratio, like user creation you get or authorization object missing or error. transaction error or some what is the customization tickets we get, that also you can ask, so that you will get a clear picture whether to go for it or not. Okay. And as I told, the very important thing, what is how many currently team member SAP's member security team members are there, this thing you need to ask. It's very important. And because so that you will get to know, okay, so if support needed from your team, you will be, it will be helpful for you also. And is there anything in future they are moving to any other SAP system, or what is the future plans, all of that you can discuss. So this is the major roles and responsibilities in support projects. It's all about handling the users, that's all. Like whatever they have issues, you need to fix them, you need to have a good rapport with them. The moment you get tickets, just say hi, hello man, I'm working on these new tickets, so we'll connect in some time, or I want these few details, can you give me that? Formal mail or formal text, you can send it to them, so that you will have a good rapport. So even if it is a delay, they will not escalate you. So otherwise, if you don't respond, or if you the moment there is ticket, they will be desperate. Okay, they, where man, this is not working, how can I work? They will be raising. If you don't respond immediately within the SLA time, they will definitely, you know, mm, make it escalation, and it will be a negative impact to you. Okay, this is all about support project, and we'll move to the upgrade project. Upgrade in the sense, upgrading to something old to new. That's all. As I told earlier, iPhone 14 to 15, something like this. Upgrade from ECC to S4 HANA, or GRC 10 to 12 version upgrade, can be anything. So there are again, so two types of upgrades are there. Okay, in like technical upgrade and functional upgrade. So this is where we use. So technical in the sense where we utilize the feature from the this version, existing version. Functional in where we using the features from new version. Functional in the sense we are using a feature from new version. Technical is from the current version we are using. Again, there are two types of upgrades will be there. So this is something I think you understand, this upgrades in the sense easy to S4 HANA, like old to new, that's all. Adjust the rule and test cases, migrating security concepts, subject and professional, technical and functional. Sorry. So this is what upgrade. So no need to scratch your head, and also you can understand, like again same questions you can ask: what is the duration of project? What is the team members are there in this team? All of this basic question you can ask. And what are the current project? What is the client tools? That all these questions you can ask. Same you can repeat. Again, migration. Migration is something like on-premise to cloud. On-premise is something like, so every company they're having their own database. Now they are moving to cloud. Cloud is, it's going to be buzz in future, and also currently is buzzing now. People are migrating to cloud softwares, all of them, cloud systems we can call it as. So here are transport users, roles, validation access, all of that will happen in this case. Okay. And the last one is rollout projects. Rollout in the sense already they have a existing project. Okay. Let's say again I will take a Maruti Suzuki only. So they have all the states in India. Okay. Suppose they want to, like suppose example in Delhi it is not there, or we can take it as mm, what AP Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so it was divided, right? Like now let's take AP or Andhra Pradesh or Karnataka or whatever, like any state you can take. They want to expand their business into another state. That's all in simple words. Okay, so this is somewhere the rollouts comes into picture. So let's say now Karnataka has a business setup. Same setup they want in Andhra Pradesh. The same setup they want in Madhya Pradesh. Something like that. Okay, so every the process will be same, and users, whatever user they are having in their state, so accordingly we'll be designing. Just expansion, okay, that's all. Like I say, deployment, this kind of deployment project, deploying a SAP new project to new countries or business unit, or we can expand to, if they are expanding to any other country, we are going and building the same as it is, whatever existing no, country have, same thing we are going to set up in other countries. That's all. So this is what all about rollout projects. Okay. So that's all for today. I hope you understood something here. Okay. So please let me know if you have any doubt. So this is very, very important, before you take any SAP project, or after finding a project, you have to ask these many questions. This is very, very important. And if you feel it is useful video, please subscribe and like my video, so that it will be a small encouragement from you. so that I can make more videos. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.